Hey everybody, Brian here. And let me start. I'm so confused. Okay. I get the whole reverse camera thing, but why is it the words are all backwards here, but like my name and the logo, they're the right way? That makes no sense to me because it's all on the same screen. So if you know, let me know because I'd like to figure it out. See, it's really odd too. Everything's backwards, but the microphone really is on this side of my desk. So I don't I don't get it. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. The other question I have, how do you pronounce this? Is it LaCroix or LaCroix? I know what it should be, I think. But, if you're French Canadian, Canadian speak Canadian French, or if you're in the States, you probably pronounce it two different ways. But whatever. It's not what I'm here to talk about. What I want to talk about, because I've been getting some questions about what practical things can I use ChatGPT for. Now, this goes for any large language model, any one of these things, but I just use ChatGPT kind of like, using Kleenex. It's just a generic term at this point. But there are like six different tools that I use personally, six or seven, I don't even know. But so ChatGPT, but you can use this for everything. So the first thing, have you ever considered using ChatGPT as your virtual assistant? Like, do you have a virtual assistant? Do you have somebody offshore, onshore, within the country or Canada, or do you work with somebody in the Philippines as an assistant that manages your stuff? Did you know ChatGPT can actually do that stuff? You can use ChatGPT to schedule reminders, schedule appointments, manage your to-do list, um, and ask questions. I mean, we all know that part. We can all ask questions of ChatGPT. You just type in your question and say, hey, give me an answer. Now, sorry, I guess there's allergies or dust in the air, but now sometimes we don't ask very well, but we still ask. So you can use ChatGPT to do those things and use it as your VA. How about, have you ever used it for as a concierge? You know, get some personalized recommendations from it. Like if you were at a hotel, for example, you go down to the concierge desk and you say, hey, here's what I like to do. Do you have any suggestions? You can do the exact same thing with ChatGPT, or you can ask for suggestions for restaurants or movies or hotels. It can give you, because it can access the internet and you can create memory within ChatGPT. You can actually use it as your concierge and it will give you personalized information based on the memory that you've created within ChatGPT. Now, the other ones can do different things, but ChatGPT specifically actually creates a memory. So it can do long-term memory and remember conversations or situations from past conversations. So drink that La Croix. You can practice languages. You can actually talk with ChatGPT. I've got it on my phone. I'll pull it up, but you keep talking in the meantime. So I can pull up ChatGPT. See, here are all the different things that I've used actually on my phone. So I can go to ChatGPT, click on it, and let it load. Click on the little headphones there, and then you start seeing the thing spin around. And I can
Sounds like you're in the middle of explaining something, maybe something visual or a moment where things feel a bit chaotic. What are you referring to?
Okay, I just want to ask a question about um, how ChatGPT works. Can you tell me in two sentences what you do?
ChatGPT processes text inputs by predicting the most likely next words based on vast amounts of pre-learned data, generating human-like responses. It doesn't think, but uses patterns to answer questions or engage in conversation.
See, so you can use it to ask questions and actually have it talk back to you. The cool thing is all of that was transcribed into my ChatGPT account. So I could go over there and actually see that whole question and answer series. You can use ChatGPT also to track your goals. You can set up a custom GPT to track your progress on your goals. You can even have it schedule motivational prompts. And if you prompt this, if you teach it what to do, it can make custom ones specific for you that aren't the same thing every single time, which I think that's kind of cool. So you could, have somebody kicking your butt, getting you into gear, using the kind of wording that you like rather than some random generic, hey, keep going, Um, I don't know about you, but me, I always liked a good swift kick in the ass to get me motivated. So hey, so you can use that. You can get focus suggestions on how to actually work towards your goal. Great best friend of mine, he always says, um, what's his slogan? Um, Forward thinking people think backward, starting from the end in mind and work backwards. So if you start with your goal and work backwards, it'll actually give you the steps to achieve your goal. So you can do that. The other and the last thing that I've got on this list, but you can go on forever, curiosity and exploration. You can explore diverse fields. If there's something you're interested in at all, you can start asking questions and follow-up questions. And as you can tell from my phone, it'll give you answers. It can give you information on specific interests. I've got a relative right now down in Costa Rica, for example. You could be using ChatGPT. I know he's using personal guides, but he could get even deeper information that somebody who lives there directly may not actually know the answer. Or he could even take a picture of a flower and say, hey, what is this? And, if you've ever been to Costa Rica, everything's out to kill you. Bugs and plants really are out to get you. So you could take a picture and say, hey, is this poisonous before I touch it? So you could do all sorts of cool things with ChatGPT, not just in business, but in your general day to day. And that's what I do. I mean, I use it for all of these different things. I'm not reliant on it, thankfully. I mean, I can think for myself. But one of the coolest things about ChatGPT is it actually can free up my time, go and do things that I would normally take a bunch of time doing while I do things that I actually want to do. So I have a bunch of automations that I've built out. I can do the same for you. My agency can do that for you. So if there were like repetitive tasks, sending out cold emails, for example. Yeah, if you ever get a cold email from me, I will probably tell you I actually didn't type it. And it might even respond to you. It's all AI generated. It's all automated. And it really does sound personalized. Now, I'm not saying every email, but there's a chance. Anyway, hey, if anybody has any questions before I log off of this thing, as you know, I'm in multiple locations at one time. Just go ahead, drop in a question. I'd love to answer anything. Or if not, later on down the line, post a question in the comments. And I can either do a quick video on it or, we can connect directly to help you out if it's a specific problem, challenge, or, situation. One other thing before I go, remember down in the comments, I do have an ebook that I put together of 17 prompts. These prompts are really good. They're structured in a way that you can use them to get real results from ChatGPT to answer any questions or whatever that you have. And if you need any consulting, coaching, whatever on how to integrate AI, ChatGPT, or any of the others into your day-to-day workflow, go ahead and click on the link for my website. I can do that there too. But I also own another company that does all of these automations and whatnot. So anyway, that's it from me for today. I average about 10 minutes every time I do one of these things, it seems. So, well, we're at 10 and a half. Anyway, that's it for today. And if you could tell me how to pronounce this and why all of my camera stuff is always backwards,